Cooking with Val. So tonight we are about to cook some bomb seafood boil. The only thing is, I'm kind of lying because it ain't a straight seafood boil because it ain't no crab legs in it. I know. What's a seafood boil without crab legs? But, I'm on a budget. I don't know about you, but I'm on a budget and I can't afford crab legs right now because them joints is good and high. So, I'm going to show you something that's just as delicious. Okay, so let's get into the ingredients that we're going to need for our boil. So I have the shrimp, and I'm going to season the shrimp with some Old Bay. We have the sausage. I like Roger Wood sausage that I'm going to cut up, but you can use whatever kind of sausage you like. We also have the potatoes that have to be cut and the corn, and I have broccoli here because I just love broccoli and I want that as a side dish. And then later on, we'll be making some garlic butter to go on top. So that's why I have the garlic and the butter out. And in the water that we're going to be boiling, I have some Old Bay in there and some garlic powder and a little bit of parsley and butter. So I'm going to show you that because we can go ahead and get the water started. So this is just a pot of water that has the Old Bay seasoning. It has the parsley and the butter and a little bit of garlic salt. And so I'm just going to put the top on that and get that boiling. I'm probably going to put it at like 7 so it can start. Wrong eye. Thought it was. No, right there. So it can start boiling while we prep the other ingredients. Okay, so here's all of the ingredients. I've already got them all prepped and ready to go. I seasoned the shrimp with some more Old Bay, even though it's some in the water. But I like to just have extra seasoning on there because I like that Old Bay. And I cut the sausage, cut the potatoes, cut the corn, and I cut the broccoli. But we're going to dress the broccoli with some vegetable oil. Not vegetable oil, olive oil. Really, vegetable oil, olive oil. And then we're going to season it. And I'm going to use my favorite thing, bam, the air fryer. So we're going to put the broccoli in the air fryer. And everything else is about to go in this pot because it is boiling and it is ready. So I'll just put all your stuff in there and let it cook away. And that's it. It's super simple. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's one thing that's missing from this boil, which is obviously crab legs. I mean, crab legs are my favorite. I love crab legs, but crab legs are very expensive. And where I live at, they are extremely expensive. So, sometimes I feel like I want the boil, but I don't have the crab legs. So this is just a boil, but it don't have the crab legs. Womp womp. But it's still good and delicious. So try it out. Don't add the shrimp in right away when the other stuff is boiling. Let that boil for a little bit because it doesn't take long for the shrimp to cook at all. And you don't want it to get all tough and rubbery and stuff. So let the stuff boil and cook for maybe about 10 minutes because this boil doesn't take long at all anyway. So let it cook for maybe about 10 minutes. When it's almost done, when you only have like 5 minutes left, that's when you add the shrimp in. And you can tell when this is almost done. I tell by the potatoes. So I just stick a fork in the potatoes. If they're good and tender, bam. Or if they're like almost tender, that's when I put the shrimp in there, when they're almost tender. And once they're tender, the shrimp and the potatoes, everything will be done at the same time. Okay, so to get started on the broccoli, I'm just going to put a little extra virgin olive oil on there. I'm just going to sprinkle a little on there. And then I'm just going to season it with my favorite seasoning, the season blend. You can also use salt and pepper if you don't want to use seasoning blend. And then you just dig your hands in there and get dirty. And make sure you get oil on all of the broccoli. Like every little piece is coated with oil. And every little piece is coated with the seasoning blend. And sometimes I do add a little bit of salt and pepper on there as well. And I can tell it needs just a little bit more oil. So I just sprinkle a little bit more on there. And then, yeah, I can look at it and tell like, oh, if I need a little bit more oil, a little bit more seasoning. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit more on there. And then I'm just going to carry this to the air fryer over here. And air fryers are my favorite. I love air fryers. So it's going to roast them like it was in the oven. So if you don't have an air fryer, then you can just roast it in the oven. I'll roast it at like 400 degrees. So I just open up the air fryer and then just toss them joints up in there and let them roast away. And you know, if you have an air fryer, that you have to put it in there and then you have to take it out like halfway through and shake it to make sure it gets cooked on both sides evenly. Okay, so the broccoli is done. Do you see how it got roasted? Oh, and this is so good to me. Roasted broccoli is like the best thing ever. I love roasted broccoli. So yeah, we're just gonna have this on the side with the boil. Okay, so the boil is almost done. As you can see, I went on ahead and added the shrimp because the potatoes are like almost as tender as I want them to be. So now we're gonna work on the garlic butter. Because you know, you can't have seafood without garlic butter, or at least without butter. So we're gonna turn the eye on. I turned it to like medium high. So that's 7 on here. I probably could do it a little lower, but I'm gonna keep it on 7. And I used the margarine, not margarine, Land O'Lakes butter, because it's expensive, but if you're gonna use it anytime, this is the time to use it. When I tell you it makes a difference, it really does. It is so delicious, especially on seafood. So we're gonna melt the butter and the garlic, just mix it up. It's super simple. And then we're gonna put that on top of the boil, and I'm gonna have some on the side because I like to dip. I like extra butter, you know what I'm saying? So now we have everything plated. I just added a little parsley on top and a little more Old Bay, and then we're gonna add this delicious butter over it, which is gonna be the bomb. And remember, we're gonna save ourselves some, so we're gonna put the leftover in here so we can have some for dipping. If you really like garlic, you know, you can dump the garlic in there, but I just want the flavor. I don't want the actual garlic. And bam, you have your delicious seafood boil, kinda, because it's minus the crab legs. I know, I want me some crab legs too, but we don't have any with this. No crab legs with this. Oh, and I almost forgot about my broccoli. You can't forget about the broccoli, so I added a little bit of that garlic butter on top of that as well. And now it's time to eat. You know I can't wait. When I tell you this joint is bomb.com, it is so delicious. You dip it in this butter, woo, and eat that. Yum.